Hello, I'm Bookface. I can barely hear, but hopefully I did my, how do I cheat? I don't know. I'm playing Nun Massacre. I'm gonna get in so I can... Nun Spooky. So I'm playing Nun Massacre, which if you don't know is an incredibly scary game, and in my opinion, one of the scariest games there is. I did a speed drawing with Nun Massacre as the topic. Wait, can I change the size of this? Hold on. Does that stretch it properly? Is that right? There we go. Probably look a little weird, but you know. So yeah, if you don't know, Nun Massacre recently came out with a definitive edition, which basically means they offered new modes, yada yada. I cannot get to any of those until I have beaten this because it's unlockable kind of thing. So I'm just going to try to beat the game at regular difficulty, which might be a lower difficulty, I'm not sure. Beforehand, there wasn't a difficulty setting in this game. You played Nun Massacre, you played Nun Massacre. Ignore that. But now you can play it on easy mode, normal mode, hard mode, medium. And I'm playing at medium, probably. I didn't technically check, but I mean, that feel like having opened the game for the first time, I should presumably be put to a generally forgiving kind of difficulty level. I've played this a couple times before, so I'm a little more familiar with it. I'm ominous. I'm a little. Oh, I'm very familiar with the puzzles. I know how to do most of these. Ugh, barbed wire pit. But just crouch. I have fallen in the barbed wire a couple times playing this. And it is very annoying. Oh yeah. Also, I'm probably not going to be using my lighter much because. Oh jeez. Hello, child. Because light might put me in danger. And depending on how I'm feeling, I will either be constantly crouching or constantly sprinting. Oh, well, except I can't constantly sprint because they also. Don't you put footsteps around me, game. Yeah, so they put in a stamina bar, so I can't constantly sprint, which was my previous strategy in this game, so I have to be a little more careful. Yeah, I know what I've been trying to say multiple times is that I'm pretty sure I know most of the puzzles already, so Jeez. I don't even know what that was. So I should know exactly what I'm doing. Granted, knowing what to do and actually doing it are two very different things, and chances are I'm going to screw up multiple times in the process of attempting to do things. We're going to pretend that sentence made sense. Was there any reason to even go over the barbed wire pit if I could have just come over here? Or is this locked off or something? I don't know. Okay, this is locked for now. I know the game very well. The map has always confused me. I'm going to get lost many times, but I know generally the things we need to find in the order in which we find them. First of all, there should be wire clippers in one of these rooms. There'll be a physics puzzle. I can also go through here. Actually, that'll get me the radar, so I will do that. Up. The radar is a little 50-50 on whether it actually helps or not. Sometimes it's just a false sense of security. Apparently the explanation is that this thing tracks movement, and I'm still a little doubtful at how effective they think it is versus how effective it actually would be. This is not where I need to be, but if she comes here, I'm pretty sure she can't get down this way. I think I just skated right by her. I was terrified with how it kept getting louder that I was just running right into her, which would be very bad in the vents. It would be bad out of the vents too, but it would be especially bad in the vents. I know that right leads me to a room with a mannequin organ, or a mannequin arm, so there's not really any reason for me to be here. But this might be where the wire clippers are. The door opening mechanics are very strange. Here it is, here it is. Jump, jump, crouch, and crouch jump. There we go. Smooth sailing. Wire clippers. Okay, I'm pretty sure the wires that need to be clipped are also in this section. Ow, my ankles. I have to be so careful to not be chewing my tongue so that I don't bite it off if she shows up. Because that is a habit of mine. Ever since I was a child, I would like stick my tongue out, and that's how I would focus. And if I do that while I am playing Nun Massacre, I am going to bite off my tongue, which would be very unpleasant. Might get some views, but I don't know if I want those views. I do like those views, though. YouTuber casually contemplates biting off their own tongue for views. That is an article I would not be even remotely surprised to see at some point. I'm just hoping and praying it's not me. Okay, so that unlocked the fan. While I'm around here, because I know, okay, so there are 3 mannequin organs or parts. If you don't know Nun Massacre, this is a very confusing monologue. But basically, there are 7 mannequin parts. 4 of them start out in the place where you need to bring them anyways, so don't have to worry about those. 1 is in a toilet. 1 is in here. I almost bit off my tongue. Jeez. Oh yeah, also, in the kindness that is Puppet Combo, you aren't allowed to check your inventory if you're hiding. So you have to put yourself in harm's way to check your inventory. It's a bit mean, Puppet Combo. It's a bit mean. Although this whole game is about mean. I think the fact that this game exists is a bit mean. I have 2 modes. 1 is completely level-headed. I could be a Winchester. The other is, oh god, get me out of here. I'm trying to embrace my inner Winchester. And we're good. I like how she just squats down and scoots. Well, since I'm in a relatively safe position, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Also, wow. I am back. I would have loved this. Well, I wouldn't have, but I would love it if I came back and I was just dead and I'm like, oh, apparently she can get here. I'm also putting the nun volume to like half. She's terrifying enough. I don't think... She doesn't need to blow out my eardrums to be as scary. You can be absolutely terrifying no matter how loud you are. You can be a strong, independent nun who don't need no screaming. Okay. So there's 7 of these. 4 of them start out here, which is very nice. Also, we're not going to question why there are these pikes in the floor that seem to be built in. Like, I get the nun, like, leaving traps and stuff. Why are there pikes built into the floor? Is the nun a contractor? Did the nun build this place with her own 2 creepy hands? Okay, so that'll help. Also, little tip. If you crouch in here, then last I checked at least, she can't reach you. She can know you're there and just stay there until you have to eventually come out, but I don't think she can reach you here. I'm gonna be sneaking. Ooh. She has gotten me in here many a times in my random playthroughs. First thing I need to do is I need to open the door. Because she can come in here whether it's locked or not, but I can't leave until I turn that lock. Which means if she showed up before I did that, I would be trapped in here. Okay. Got hammer. Got those doors unlocked. And there's these outside doors. Okay. Okay, we're making progress. Everything is going swimmingly. They've added a lot more just like random noises, like there'll just be footsteps. And granted, like, it's spooky enough, but I don't know. I feel like the tension of silently waiting for the nun, it makes this even scarier. So the cheap footstep scares. spoil it a bit in my mind. Okay, right or left, right or left. There is no... We'll open that door. Is she in here? Oh. Yeah, she is. You don't hear a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for her to leave, and then whichever door she goes out of, I will go out the opposite one. I have to be careful with everything I do while playing the game. Like, because if I scratch my eye, like I just did, and she jump scares me, I'm going to gouge out my own eyeball. That's the real horror of this game. It is scary enough that you risk genuine bodily harm just from the jump scare. I'm assuming she went out that other door since she didn't come back. I forgot I have to check the bathrooms because, well, I can't check them yet because I have the hammer and I need to use that for the nails. At this random door over here, no, not here. I know there's a door that has boards nailed into it. Almost said nails boarded into it. Oh no. Whoop. You didn't suspect a thing, and you still don't. This is going surprisingly well. Oh. Oh. This is going surprisingly well. Yeah, don't listen to the incredibly loud, incessant beeping. That would be ridiculous. Ooh, boy. There's a setting to turn off the static when the nun shows up. And on the one hand, yeah, the static is pretty awful. But on the other hand, how are you going to know she's there? Like, that is your warning. Yes, I'd love for her to creep up on me with me having no warning whatsoever. Last time I played, this radar wasn't very useful, but right now it's come very much in handy. Okay, but good thing is, I know she's down there, so presumably I have a safe moment to do this. I'm making so much noise. Oh God, so much noise. I see that static, I need to move. It's real touchy about how sensitive she is to sound. Like, on the one hand, I'd think she's incredibly... but apparently not, because... that was a ton of sound right there, and she just did not care. I mean, maybe it's like it just has like a more realistic level of hearing than I expect. Like, because if I were in this giant building, unless I'm pretty close by, I probably wouldn't notice the sound of a bunch of nails and boards falling. Especially because in a building like this, there's going to be a lot of weird creaking and random noises. Okay. So she's not here at the moment. Drain cleaner. Come on. I gotta have this out at all times. Now. Nope. I don't like those stairs. I should have just taken the stairs. I hate having to go past the barbed wire. Because I know I'm just gonna die stupidly. Okay, I know what? I'm just gonna run past her. Careful you don't break a hip, nun. Break your ankles instead. Oh. Don't know what that was. Nor do I care. I do care about that. Might as well stand up. If she opens that stall, she is looking for me, so... Ooh, bold moves, bold moves. Whoop! Bold but not smart. Very bold, not very smart. I don't need the ominous thumps. I know I'm in danger. Man, I really ran right to her, didn't I? Ah, drain. Go. Dang it. Oh, jeez, I haven't found any paper clips. Because what this gets us is like a hex wrench key, I think? But the purpose of that is to pick locks when combined with a paper clip. But if I don't have any paper clips, then it is of no use to me. So I just gotta start checking random rooms because I think the paper clips are like spawned randomly. I could be incorrect, but I think that's the case. And that's the door we have to open. No. I love how like she is indeed a threat, but if you just run past her, sometimes you just don't know what's going on. Like the AI takes a second. It's not the most advanced AI, but I mean what was this game, like 2008, 2009? 2019 actually is probably more accurate. I mean, I don't know for certain. I don't remember these kinds of things, but what's this? Paperclip, good. Okay, so I need to go back up, pick that lock. Gamers. I really hope she can't sneak up on me while I'm picking a lock. Because if she can, that'll be bad. Also, I'm not good at this, so. Yes! Thankfully, I managed to figure it out, because otherwise that would have been very frustrating. Paperclip, in case there's anything else I need to... Okay, so this is the clock, and for the clock to be useful, I need to get all the mannequin parts. Because if you get all the mannequin parts, then you can break the scale, which will give you access to the gear, which can be put in the clock to make it work, and then there's a puzzle, and yada yada. Who designs this stuff? What kind of Resident Evil mansion was this? Oh, that's the wire clippers. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. I hope she doesn't come up here. Well, there's not really much I could do. Having like a standoff. So she's definitely going up and down the stairs. Okay, so I think she just went somewhere else. That somewhere else is exactly where I'm going. Maybe I should wait a minute. I should check the bathrooms while I'm here. Because I know there are bathrooms. Ooh, paperclip. I also need a screwdriver, which is somewhere. I don't like that incredibly loud dripping. If I'm lucky, she saw that there was no one here and decided to go check somewhere else. But knowing how my luck usually is, she is probably going to be still up here. Okay, maybe that bathroom that you can only access through the vents. There has to be a reason to get there, and I think that's it. Yeah. I'm just like trying to keep my breathing calm. Like, it might seem like I'm handling this pretty well, and granted I kinda am, but it's oof. It's a tense scenario, no matter how good you are. This is one of those games that, like, no matter how good you are at it. Is that her? Mannequin organ. What can I drop? I don't know if that's smart, but I'm doing it. Okay. Whenever she shows up, it's a rare opportunity because that means you know where she is. You can use that to your advantage. Okay. Also, there's rubbing alcohol here. I don't know what purpose that serves. Where's the screwdriver? I literally cannot remember where the screwdriver is. Oh, I remember. It's in her. It's in her office, and it's not even locked or anything. It's just a matter of finding it. So I have to figure out where that is, which means I just need to go. Yeah, that screwdriver unlocks different locations you can be. This is very useful in general. So I just need to look through all the rooms till I find the screwdriver. Boink boink. I'm wondering if it would be easier or harder with randomized. Oh, here it is. On the one hand, that means that some items would probably be put in more accessible locations, but that also means that some items could be put in places you'd never expect to find them, and you basically have to search literally everything. So the consistency is honestly probably worth it, even if it means a couple things are a little tricky to get a hold of. Okay, so there's not much at this. So doing this doesn't get me much, but it's a thing about completion. So I think, yeah, you might need this open to get to the ending. One of them at least. Okay, but now I'm going to go this way because there is another vent that you can use to... Oh yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think it's really funny how they didn't give the nun a crawling animation. So anytime she moves in the vents, she just has her upper half clipped off by the vent. Like, don't come here. Don't do it. Don't do. What? Ma'am, that's where I need to go. Okay, so I'm just gonna hang in here and wait for her to pass by. I I have so many questions. First off, she didn't notice me, which is shocking. But also, she can go through the vents. And I don't mean like crawl in them. I mean she can phase through them like a ghost. Well, that didn't go well. Need to hide and check my health. Ah, dang it, I'm in danger. Which means I'm gonna die if I get hit again. Okay, that just means I have to be more cautious. Sticking there was not really a smart idea. I should have gone somewhere like to the closest hiding spot to there and used that as where I would hang out to watch her, because I needed to track her movement. I did. But staying right there where there is no hiding spot and honestly just her like proximity stuff would probably get me. Wasn't really the smartest idea. I get that. Still frustrated, but not exactly surprised. Please don't be up here again. Don't come up here again. Just don't. Don't you do it. Pardon? What just happened? Well, none might not be giving me any breaks, but man, she giving me content. I don't know if that's intentional, because there's a degree that Puppet Combo intentionally puts in little screwy details to make it seem old-fashioned back when they didn't know exactly how to make video games. But then again, that just seemed a little broken, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, that's the last mannequin organ. Can grab that. I mean, I can't, but yeah, I'll have to leave this here, which isn't my favorite thing to do because screwdriver might still have some uses. Also, there's another thing in here that is a videotape. I do not know the purpose of the videotapes, but I think after I beat this, I'm going to go back in like easier, maybe even practice mode, and just collect all the VHS tapes and see what I can do with them. Come on. Is it? Yes! Uh, sorry, Radar. I'll come back for it if I need it, but gun is pretty useful, especially considering I'm incredibly low health, and if she shows up again, I am doomed. Unless I have a way of shooting her. So I have tested this, and I believe you have 2 shots. I know because I shot twice and then went up to shoot her again, and I just got a click, and I was like, oh god. So, put this here, and now hide just in case that attracted her. I'm gonna go pee. Now I need to get to. First off, I need to collect the gear that dropped. Then I need to get back to the clock. Then that'll open up a secret door. Gun at the ready. Oh. In the battle of Nun versus Gun, who will win? Surprisingly, I think it's Nun. Okay, let's creep a bit. Playing more defensively. I don't know if creeping actually makes you quieter, but I know that that at least from the perspective of the player, the 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 footsteps don't make a sound. I'd imagine running definitely increases your volume. Whether crouching decreases it, I'm not sure, but I think it's probably fair to assume. What's this? Don't shoot. Don't shoot the videotape. Jeez. I am just trying to find a specific area, either the clock or where there are bandages, because there are bandages in some part of this place with which I can heal myself. Because if I can heal myself, then I won't have to rely on my limited ammo. That don't seem right. Okay, so there's a note somewhere that tells you what time you need to get it to, but that also works. So who cares? Gonna give it a second. I'm gonna shoot your ankles. I'm always scared to have the gun out, not necessarily because I'm worried about missing necessarily, but more so that I'm worried that like if I accidentally click, like I'm not worried about like accidentally clicking if I get jump scared, but I'm worried that I'll try to pick something up, which is also click and accidentally shoot, and I'll just be like, oh no, I wasted my bullet. I am not throwing away my shot. Okay, please let this be the place where there's the healing. If I can just find the healing, I'd be golden. It seems like the area. It is. Did I just eat that? Did I just eat that, what looked like a box of Band-Aids? Alright. Okay, so, right, that opened a secret door. So I have to get back down to the organ room, and then I can go in the secret door, which leads to a classroom area, I think? I'm like that one-time character in Adventure Time. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Also, I'm going to bring this. I don't know what it does, but since I haven't finished out this area before, it probably does something. Astute observation. It probably does something. Okay. New stairwell. Do this. I'm glad the stamina goes up quick. Because, like, technically I could run out the stamina and it would only take me like a second to get it back. Okay. So I already know the tricks. There's a combination lock here. 7, 9. That is... paperclip? No, it's videotape. Okay, rope. Don't shoot the rope. Soak it in alcohol. Set it on fire. This is completely safe. A candle. You might be like, oh, why are you excited about a candle? And if you are saying that, clearly you haven't played enough video games, because everybody knows random items mean progress. So in here is the chapel. And look, candle holders. I'm going to wait to light those because I feel like that's going to do something. And I'm a little intimidated by the prospect of doing things. I think that locker has the other candle in it. I completely forgot what the numbers were. I think it's 793. Then last one will be in here, presumably. 5. Okay, let's try 7935. If not, then I'll just have to cycle through the second number a couple times. Yes! Candle. This is like some weird mishmash of speedrun. Because, like, on the one hand, I know most of the puzzles, so I'm going through it relatively quick. But on the other hand, I don't entirely know the puzzles, so I'm also kind of panicking. Okay, what does that do? Jeez! Thanks, it's a corpse. Is there something that I could do with that? Statue head. Oh yeah, there's a statue out in the courtyard. If I can get to the courtyard, I think that's an ending. I don't know for sure, but I think it is. If I can do that, then I win. I have another thought that I'm not going to say aloud because we're not quite done yet. I want to have my lighter out because it's dark, but I need to have my gun out because if she shows up, I'm screwed, and I'm so close. Okay, we're right there. We just have to round this corner and get there. And sorry to anyone who saw me get this gun and was like, oh, shoot her. Well, I can't get out anyway, so... She'll never find me now. The end. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, I just beat the game without dying. I just played for 45 minutes in Nun Massacre and didn't die once. Got pretty close a couple times. I'll let this play. Dang, I actually beat it pretty quick too. 45 minutes? Okay, so let me see. Select scenario. Oh, the circus. Find all question mark. That's gotta be the tapes. Factory? Okay, well, I'm gonna stop this video now. And if I still have time, I think I'm gonna try to play the circus. Or no, I'm gonna go through and collect all the tapes. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!